Hey, Bikin McNuggets, welcome back. I'm at Brentwood Park today. I needed to take a little ride to the bank, so I decided to go the long way and go explore somewhere that I haven't been, because that's what it's all about. So we're at Brentwood Park again. Our last video came straight through here when we started. And this is the old baseball field that I played on from when I was like 13 to 15 or something. We hitting balls over the creek and whatnot when I used to be able to do stuff like that. I could probably hit it all right, but not that hard. I took a lot of batting practice as a child. But what we're going to do is instead of taking the direct route to the bank, which is off Capital at Spring Forest Road, I'm going to go the long way. And we're going to go through a future Greenway expansion that's going from the end of this path to Capital Blvd and over to Raleigh Boulevard, connect with the Crabtree Creek Trail. It's going to be a while before it happens, but it's going to happen. Excuse me, on your right side. Hello. But there's like this little trail. I haven't been down it since, probably 20 years since they cut the brush down to go through like a is an estuary where they put in like flood prevention, like overflow. I don't know, these things with like the little hooks. Coming up, here's one on the right. It somehow prevents flooding, but they're all along the greenways. This little hook thing. See that? And I'm not exactly sure how that works. But there's like a little, oh no, I'm trying to shift going uphill. Don't do that. It ain't good for your bike. So there's like a little quote unquote single track walking path through here. And I don't know if we can ride the whole way. We'll walk if we have to. I hope not, because walking is for the birds. That's why we ride the bike. But it might be really interesting. If it's like this, it's going to be really awesome. But so this is the end of the path at Brentwood Park, which has been down here since I was like, I don't know, like 10 or 11, maybe 12, in like 1987 or something. Oh gosh, briars, that's not good. But they never put it all the way to Capital, and I think it's probably best because we don't want like foot traffic coming from Capital. There's a lot of craziness going on over there. Kind of want to keep the neighborhood closed off on some level. But at some point, they're going to open this up as a greenway. And it'll actually give me access to go from home to get onto the greenway system, which, we're right outside the Beltline, and there's no real good ways to get past the Beltline on foot or on a bike. Ooh, it's kind of overgrown now. Uh-oh. I just hope we don't find any glass, because people are notorious for breaking glass in these types of areas. Or they could just wash out of the creek. We've got a tree down. Reckon we can't ride over that. Some professional might be able to do that. Here's like a spot where during a flood, all the debris got clogged up there. It'd be nice to relieve that, but I don't have the equipment nor the gumption to do that. But so far so good. This isn't a very long section. I can already hear Capital Blvd. Once we get to Capital, we're going to ride all the way up against traffic and the trail seems to have quit here, so I'm gonna get out and walk just to make sure there's not any glass or anything, because I see trash and whatnot. Hopefully it gets a little better. This apparently is like the point where people stop going. There's not a lot of traffic here. Another tree down anyway. So eventually this will be all paved. I'm guessing it'll be at least 2 years from now. And this is October 2024, mid-October, and the warm air finally broke. I can open the windows again at the house. Got briars. Don't let the briars eat you, because they will. So, it doesn't look like a lot of people come through here. There's still a trail though. Hopefully there's no feral people or some big briars coming across the path. I'm gonna have to get them out. Watch out, boys, they'll chew you up. Ow! They got my thumb. You bastards. Yeah, this isn't rideable. It's barely walkable. We're gonna keep trying because we're gonna do it if we can. Can't give up already. But the briars are not cool. I hope they don't get, I don't reckon they're long enough to puncture my tire or whatever. But definitely skin. Looks like it opens up once we get through this little section here. Ah, got my arm. You get to hear me like, it's grabbing my whole sleeve. Come on, man. Come on, get off of me. I can't move. I'm stuck. There's gonna be stuff stuck all in my bike too. Good gracious sakes. Whose idea was this anyway? Well, I've got a briar on the inside of my shorts. Well, whoever walks through next time will have a little bit better go of it. Ah, it's in my leg. Ah, it's in my thumb. Trying to get it out of my leg. Oh gosh. Doesn't this look like fun? We don't even have a chance to see Sasquatch or nothing. We're just going to see some more concrete. It seems silly, doesn't it? Oh no. We're cut off. We're cut off. I can't make it across that. Barnacles. Yeah. I might. My legs aren't great. A normal person could definitely get across that. But my legs are not good. I struggle on flat ground. That's why I ride the bikes, because I can do it. This isn't so bad. It's just the problem is it's like a little dam, and it's really deep right here. But what if we break this dam up a little bit? I just have nothing to push off of. Oh, look, there's a hawk on that stump right there. Watching me probably going, what in the hell is that McNugget doing? Can you see him? on top of that big ass stump. Well, we made it to the other side. Now I get the bike up. Maybe. This thing's heavy. All right. If I had known this is what it's going to be like, I tell you what. Oh no, I wouldn't have done it. Now I can't get up because the bike's in the way. Now we have to go the whole way because I'm not going back over that. And my legs are muddy like a real mountain biker. I'm glad nobody can see me. Except for the hawk. Because I am ridiculous right now. That's why I'm filming it. Because that's just how I roll. That's what happens when you don't try stuff first. And then you just go out and do it. Alright, let's get the stuff out of the bike. None of the components got wet. Just the wheels. And they will dry off. And so will I. And I thought we were going to be able to ride through here. I must be. That's a bad word. I shouldn't say that. I must be crazy. I'm not feeling it anymore. I'm not feeling this ride. It's fun at all. But I tripped on a vine. We can at least walk now. Hopefully there's no more drainage ditches. I'm not holding my breath on that one though. Looks like somebody's been through here. I see, it's probably deer trail. Luckily it's not like buggy, because there would be nothing but chiggers in here. And I wouldn't know about it till 2 days from now. Well, I can see the end of the road. This is stupid, y'all. Don't do this. It's cold enough where I don't think there's any snakes. If I get bit by a snake, at least I got my phone with me. I don't think I'll make it long enough to get to the hospital. Call 911 like, where you at? Well, I'm like in a place you cannot get to. And there's dogs, so if the dogs come, we're in trouble. I'm sure they're barking at me because they're not used to it. People coming through here. It definitely looks like deer come through here a lot though. We've got coyotes in the neighborhood. I haven't seen any lately, but I've seen at least 2. Those dogs sound scary. I hope they're fenced in. And parents don't have guns. Because they will just shoot at people sometimes, I think. Like there's Sasquatch with a bike. He stole on somebody's bike. I still don't see Capital. This was a really stupid idea. This is so stupid. I'm like stuck in the middle of all this crap. And we've got at least a quarter mile. And no dogs have come after us yet, so that's a good thing. Because those sound like scary dogs, not prairie dogs, scurry dogs. I have kind of a rapport with dogs, but not all of them. And that's in a controlled environment, civilization, which we are no longer in. It's crazy how this is so dense inside of a neighborhood. Let's see, I'm gonna take a right here. Looks like it's a little more open. Luckily I have the bike to use as like a walker because it helps save my legs. And I can push it out in front of me, kind of push the vegetation down a little bit. And if there's a snake, it'll find it before I do. I don't know how much good it'll do me, but oh, the fire trucks are already like, oh God, there's this guy out here. We better go ahead and start going because he's gonna need help here in a minute. There's dogs everywhere barking. I'm like wildlife now. I'm the feral person. No ditches though, that is the main thing. We don't have to cross another ditch. We're gonna be golden. It's opening up right here. Whew, isn't that nice? Isn't that nice? Ooh, yeah. Oh, I see why they were doing some work here. What is that? Across the street. Oh, that's the dead end of the neighborhood right there. Wow, it took a long time to go down that little stretch. Let's make sure we're still rolling. Rolling? All right, we're still good. Still rolling. 24 minutes. Well, this is a part of Raleigh you've never seen before. Nor anybody else, apparently. Except for the people who put in the cut through so long ago. Definitely some push down, like maybe some deer were like laying down right here. It's kind of flattened out. I've been watching that show Expedition Bigfoot, and I thought I could appreciate how hard it is to move through things, and they got it way harder than this. But you know, they're out there for like weeks walking in wilderness where there's only game trails, and they try to stay off of those. It's craziness. I like sidewalks and elevators, escalators. You know, escalators can't break, they can only become stairs. Mitch Hedberg, rest in peace. Well, there's the trail here. It's just from deer, I'm pretty sure. Hopefully not coyotes. But there's coyotes all over Raleigh now. I want to say like years ago somebody hit a wolf or something on I-40, but I couldn't say that was real or true. The, you know, NC State is the wolf pack, so there's got to be some kind of wolf connection, right? I can hear the cars. Hopefully there's a way to get up to the street, because I'm not a climber either. This is just a dumb idea. Bring a buddy to tell you, let's not do this. or can at least get you some help when you need it. You're gonna get murdered out here by a wild dog or a human. I can't see. You would know if humans were back here. You would see more sign. There would certainly be trash and a better trail, a little wider trail probably. Good times. Ow! I ran straight into a briar stuck in my hand. Didn't even see it coming. And then you get like locked onto it. It's like, oh God. Like a snake bite. You can't pull out of it because it just dig in farther. Or my cat's claws. Looks like it's easier over here maybe. I know at some point there's somebody in a house somewhere going, what in the absolute F is that effing effer doing walking down that effing spot? Just like that. Survived so far. The cars are getting louder. The rest of the ride will be obsolete almost. It'd be really boring. Not sure if this one's exciting or not, but it's definitely not normal. And if you want to see places where you've never seen in Raleigh, welcome to Bikin McNuggets. Where the big dummies go places where other people won't. Because they don't know better. Because if I knew better, I wouldn't be down here. At least I can film it and watch it again later while sipping on a cocktail in the safety of my home, in the comfort of my couch. Well, it's getting squishy here. This is floodplain too, so luckily it's dry enough. We could be sloshing through mud right now. A lot of grass though, so that's good. Keeps it sopped up like a biscuit might. Biscuit might do gravy. All right, there's some wildflowers too. Aren't they pretty? Look, there's little wildflowers. Bigger patches than that, but I was conveniently sitting next to that little patch. Let's see. I can see sunlight through the bushes. The proverbial light at the end of the tunnel. Oh, yes, I see it. We're gonna come out right by the U-Haul place on Capital, which is right next to the creek in the flood area, and that's why they always have big problems when we have hurricanes and whatnot. U-Haul is always the first to get in big trouble with their vehicles and whatnot. Oh, stepped in a hole. I have to say I'm thankful there were no more drainage ditches, because we could come across one at this point, not be passable, and have to go back. or else risk going through someone's backyard and getting shot. Because people will shoot you for less. And everybody's got guns. Even in the neighborhood. Oh, it's further than I thought. Barnacles. I can see it though. I can see it. I can see it. It's seeable. It's foreseeable, like the future. Although I cannot foresee the future at this point. There's a little baby ditch. Oh, I see a deer print. All right, see that? There's a deer print right there in the mud. And some raccoon prints. You see like little hands right there? These microphones have been a pain in the butt. I bought the cheap version of like a Rode wireless lavalier because they were a third of the price, and they worked for the most part, but there's some quirks that I just haven't been able to figure out. I was doing a wedding last weekend, 2 weekends ago. No, yeah, 2 weekends ago. It's Monday. And I was trying to record, and it just kept cutting off on me, like as the ceremony is about to start. So I had to like come up with something like on the fly. It was really nerve-wracking, because if you don't get it right, you don't get another chance. So I bought these because I don't have money to buy $300 mics that I don't use very often. But I might in the future. But I got the 7 Artisans. Oh, I see a camp up here. I'm gonna stop talking for a minute. Well, I'm not gonna mess with any of this stuff, obviously. Doesn't look like anybody's here. I'm glad of that. I don't want to mess with anybody's style or vice versa. But at least I know there'll be a trail out because people are walking. Thank goodness. And there's trash, I told you. Where there are people, there is trash. So stay in school, kids, because you might be living in a tent down by the creek. Or if you're lucky, a van down by the river. Oh, I see the light coming out of the gas station, and it's gonna be awesome. Oh, Nelly, get in my belly. Oh, somebody parked their Jeep. Yeah, sweet Jeep. Yeah. Just in case it's your sport utility vehicle. We might have got through all that stuff in that Jeep. I'm gonna look like a homeless person coming out of the woods. Phew, my legs hurt. I've never been so happy to see traffic in my whole life. All right, now the easy part. We're gonna go not this way, but I wanted to show you the traffic, Capital Boulevard. Ooh, that breeze feels good after stepping out of the woods. Oh, excuse me. Tacos. That looks amazing. All right. We still got tire pressure. All right, so now we're gonna ride Capital Boulevard on the sidewalk, and it's gonna be glorious. There's gonna be some little few hills here and there, but I don't even care because we're pedaling. There's no mud involved at all. We just gotta watch out for glass, but that's always the case. We get to see all the people commuting home from work, not walking around in the mud like a big dummy. And we're not in a hurry. So we got the green light. Thank you. I just thought about this, but we're going to go by the big lots up here where three people were shot 2 days ago. Can't have a video without going by a place where people were shot. It's hard to laugh, but it's just ridiculous. This is a safe area too. It's not like it's Durham or Fayetteville. They have like a contest to see how many people can get murdered every year. It's not funny. Shouldn't be joking about it, but it's crazy. Let's go in right here, just to keep it interesting. This is the K-Pot. Used to be the Outback Steakhouse. Now it's Korean barbecue. And this is the neighborhood food line. Ooh, that barbecue smells good. That's not your grandpa's barbecue. It's a different kind of thing. It's so good though. The Buffalo Brothers, which used to be Chuck Amato's when he was the football coach at State. And Food Lion. This is where I take Laverne. You see that kid? Sorry to call him a but it's more about his dad. like not even noticing he's doing that. If you didn't see it, you're probably better off. But anyway, hey, we're just kind of taking the back way. I'm gonna take you to see the big footprint, and then we'll go through Adventure Landing, just so we don't have to go down Capital the whole way. Oh, look. Humans were here. Good old humans. This is the checks cashed for humans area. But this is a big footprint that I found here at the checks cash place. It's just a single print. I'm kind of on the fence of whether it's real or not. If it were real, there'd probably be more of them here. But he could have just made like a big jump out of the parking lot. So you can draw your own conclusions. But yeah, I talk about Bigfoot a lot, but I am an enthusiast, obviously. As an artist, my website is called Painting Sasquatch, because I like to paint Sasquatch, especially with Laverne. I have a whole series of Sasquatch and Laverne. She's so cute. She sells them for me. But I started it because if I ever did see a Sasquatch, which I do believe exists, and it's not like I believe it, I'm convinced they exist. There's no reason to not, if you've seen the evidence. And it's hard to, because there's so much garbage on the internet that people are just like, see that, and they don't know any better, so they're just like, oh, that's stupid, there's no way. But believe that there's thousands of people that see them all the time. They're not seeing unicorns or leprechauns or fairies or anything. I think maybe some people are, but not thousands of people. But as an artist, get a shot of the shark here. As an artist, it's an awesome subject to paint, because you can use your imagination. It always involves nature, which is my thing. There's a waterfall, an elephant, some blue herons. Man, I hadn't played miniature golf in a long time. But this is the spot if you're in Raleigh. It's the only one I'm aware of. And go-karts. But you can go to paintingsasquatch.com if you want to see some of my paintings. I haven't really updated it much because it's not fun, and I'm terrible at administrative stuff. I like to paint the stuff, and then selling it is a whole different skill, and doing like web design and everything. If that's all I did, I could do it for sure, because I do graphic design and whatnot. But I just don't want to stop doing something fun to do something that's not fun. And sometimes you got to. Sorry. Also painting Sasquatch, painting_Sasquatch on Instagram, and painting Sasquatch on YouTube. I've got some like time lapses of some older stuff that I've done. When I started doing like more involved paintings that took like a month, or my last one took 3 months to paint, I stopped doing time lapses, because it's another thing where it's just like taken away from what I need to be doing, which is creating. So I'm good at some stuff and not so good at others. But this is the parking lot where those 3 people were shot. On the news, it looked like it was right out here in front of like, oh, it's not Big Lots, it's Ollie's. I said Big Lots earlier, but it's not, it's Ollie's. I just noticed this. That is a bullet hole. Can you see that? It's a bullet hole. So that must be from that shooting. That's something we haven't seen on the channel before. Fucking bullet holes. Idiots with guns. Humans are not smart enough or too emotional, one or the other. It's when you smart part of your brain cuts off, the emotional part takes over, and then it's all out the window. And it takes nothing but a squeeze of a trigger. People suck. Not all of them. I thought it was less than it is, but since like the last 8 years or so, I'm starting to learn like my faith in all people was a little bit naive. It's probably the best word for it. Let's go across here. Naive is probably the best word for that. I try to have faith in people until they give me a reason not to. But it's starting to be easier to pick out people that you don't want to be around you or interact with. Isn't this sidewalk nice? After going through the wilderness. It's so nice. We'll go through this parking lot just for the fun of it. It's the Puffin Stuff Smoke Shop. SNKR Club. Rock and Roll Outlet, or Rock and Roll Tattoo, sorry. We used to have a Rock and Roll Outlet. There goes the ambulance. Thank you. I like these leisurely little rides. So much fun just to relax, check out the sights. I can get the breeze from the cars going by. ahead. Oh. Go ahead. Oh. I feel a little bit responsible for that. I'm not, but I kind of set off a chain reaction of cars. I mean, they were already stopped. Ugh, that's terrible. His car was messed up. And like, I feel like he was barely moving. We had to be moving pretty good to make it that, I don't know, man. Like, you're always at fault if you hit somebody from behind. But daggone it, I wish that wouldn't have happened. I feel terrible for him. I know the feeling. When I was younger, I had a couple accidents. That's why I drive so gingerly when I do drive now. And I don't follow closely, because it don't take but one little tiny thing like that to go crashing into somebody. The only thing I could have done is just kept going, but I don't know if that would have changed things. So keeping it real goes wrong. Keeping it real goes wrong. I would have stuck around if there's something I can do, but I feel like somebody might be mad at me because I'm the guy on the bike. And people already don't like people on bikes when they're in the car. It's a phenomenon. I guess we get in the way. Dang, that's terrible though. God, I feel awful. He crunched the out of his car. He had to be going about, oh, thank you. He had to be going pretty, like at least like 10 miles an hour though. He just didn't stop. I didn't see it. Oh, how unfortunate. That's gonna bug me. I feel a little bit responsible. Maybe that's some part of my personality. I feel guilty about things sometimes that maybe I shouldn't, but maybe I should. I feel like if I didn't go out and make a video today, that probably wouldn't have happened. It's the butterfly effect. I can't beat myself up about it, because what are you gonna do? I can't change it. And just the fact that you're always responsible when you're the one trailing if you get in an accident. Thank you. I tell you what, though, I'll be twice as vigilant about staying out of the way next time. I'm just not sure what happened there. Hey. I usually come the opposite way right here and go really fast because it's a little bit uphill. It's a fun section. But I've been riding a lot, or not a lot, but a lot. More than I normally do. So my cardio is a little bit better than it was when I started back riding recently. And we're just kind of cruising. Yeah, so we're still heading to the bank. A lot has happened since I decided to go to the bank. Other than the residual guilt of that car accident, I'm feeling pretty good about it. I'm a little muddy. And I've got some holes in my skin from the briars, but all in all, we're doing well. The equipment's still working for the most part. I think the mic did something weird at the end of the woods there. But it was recording sound somehow or another, so hopefully it'll be all right. Cool thing is, like, when you ride bikes a lot, especially if you're like heavy like myself and trying to, like, you know, do cardio, get a little bit better shape and slimmer. A little bit, because I never get slim. There's a day usually when all of a sudden it just feels like your legs go by themselves, and it's a good feeling. Your legs adapt, your body adapts. And after a while, it just does it by itself. I remember a couple times on the road bike where I was just riding hard, kind of getting back into it, and then one day I got on there, it was just like, oh yeah, I was riding in the mountains. So I kind of acclimated to the low oxygen. Went to the beach and felt like I was on wings. Hey, what's happening? But part of it was I had a tailwind at the beach. And I didn't realize it until I came back the other way. I was going slow and my legs were cramping up. Oh, my bag just came unhinged. Time out. All right, we're back. I'm just saying, if you feel like it's always hard, keep riding hard. You can always make it as hard as you want, no matter how good a shape you're in. But one day, I promise, you'll be taking a cruise like I am today, and your legs just be like, oh, this is what I'm supposed to do. And they just go, and they don't get tired. And it just feels like the machine is working at full capacity. You're not breathing. There's no lactic acid buildup. And it's like smooth, you know? It's a good feeling. And I'm feeling a little bit right now. It might have had something to do with that walk through the wilderness where it just feels so easy now. That could be it. But either way, it's not always hard. It doesn't always have to be hard. It's okay to cruise sometimes. All right, we're getting close. We're getting close to the bank. This is the Mitsubishi lot right here on the left. Ford lot on the right. Oh. And Home Depot and Carrabba's on the left here. Watch out for cars. There's bushes blocking the way. Coming up on Spring Forest Road. I sat here one day for like 20-30 minutes picking up glass off the sidewalk because this is where I kind of take one of my daily routes. And somebody busted a bottle into a million pieces right there. I wasn't thrilled, but I did it. I took care of it. It's one thing I will stop and do, especially at like a lake or the river where it's sandy or something. There's always glass. Humans. Anyway, Spring Forest Road, we're heading over here to Wells Fargo. And I want to say, if you watch this far, bless your hearts. Good gracious sakes alive. You are my heroes for sticking it out this long. And if you did, let me know, because sometimes I feel like it's just too long and people are like, 5 minutes, I'm gone. I don't really care. I do it for myself, really. I mean, it's fun. It's fun for other people to watch. It gives me something to do. Get out and pedal some, see places I've never seen before, cause car accidents. Just kidding. And it's all for the good. But just want to say thanks. And remember, walking is for the birds. Get out and ride your bike. Just don't cause wrecks or go through places you don't know about, and you might get eaten by dogs. All right, y'all. Love you, mean it. Peace.